Hiya. It is finally Friday. It has been a long week. Next week is Thanksgiving. So, in advance, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And, yeah. uh, I had last week, in the beginning of the month, my work was holding a raffle to win tickets to a hockey game. And I just happened to win tickets. So I invited a few people that I knew, and we all went to the hockey game on Friday. I will admit, I'm not much of a sports girl. I never was interested in sports. Uh, like when I was a kid, I said I liked soccer, but I never played it. As I got older, I wanted nothing to do with sports. Like I literally would play baseball on the TV just as background noise. That's it. I don't watch it. I just have it I just have it on. I had never been to. Well, technically, I've been to not baseball, basketball game, but that was only because it was school and I was helping out. I didn't play basketball, but then again, I didn't really watch the game. Mostly hung out on the game. But yeah, I went to my first hockey game. I got to see a fight. There was a fight on the ice. Happened quick too. I was expecting a fight every so often, but no, it didn't work out like that. There was only one. Oh, there was two fights. Well, one of them I caught on tape. I caught on video, and then I was trying to catch myself on the jumbotron. That never happened. Just so I could take a picture, like I was on the jumbotron. Yeah, it didn't work out. And then the nachos that I had, the cheese wasn't hot. The cheese came in those little container, and then you had the little bag of chips, and you're just dipping it in. I was just like, this is entertaining. They had pretzels. The pretzels were hot. Why weren't the nacho cheese hot? Dang. It was alright. It was alright. I mean, it was a late game. It started at 7, and it ended around 10, a little after 10, because baseball has 8 innings. Football has like something 30. I don't know. Hockey has like three rounds. I'm going to say rounds, 3 innings, however you want to call them. Each of these innings are like 20 minutes long. Each play, they have 3 plays. Each play is 20 minutes long. And you get a power play. I learned what a power play was. I've heard of it, but never knew what it was. A power play is when either teams has less. So one team may have less players because they're in the penalty box, and another team may have more players, and then vice versa. Sometimes it could work. The other team with the more players they have could use that to their advantage. Other times, not so much. It's like a 50-50 chance that it could work. So, and they have little hat, like, in between each quarter. So, once a round was played, I guess you could call them like little halftime shows. And they would be like maybe 10 minutes long. And then after that, it'll go to the next round. And then once that next round is done, the home team won. And yeah, it ended pretty late, and I got home pretty late. Yeah. It was alright. But then again, I still have to deal with. I've been having some, not really tire issues. I thought it was a tire issue. So I have a slow leak somewhere where no matter how many times I put air in the tire, it's losing it. The air pressure is not where it needs to be, and it's the same tire over and over again. So I did go to one garage and they said there's no leak in the tire. Okay, well, there's no leak in the tire, then why am I losing air? There's got to be something up. So I went to another place because I just needed one tire. One tire. Because I didn't go to other places because they would have made me, they would have made me replace all 4 tires. They're all good tires. It's just this one particular one. So I got it replaced on that same Friday I went to the hockey game. And I thought it was over with. A couple of days later, I go to drive it. And the air pressure light was on. What the heck? I thought I fixed this. Okay, it could be because of the temperature. We'll see. Go to put air in it, and as soon as I put the air in that tire, the light went away. So I'm still having issues with that tire. Unfortunately, they couldn't take me in sooner. I have to wait till Monday, and unfortunately, I have to leave early for work, which sucks because that messes with my paycheck. But it's got to get done. I have to get it done before the snowfall, because if I don't get it done before the snowfall, it's game over. And okay, yeah, the car still works. There's nothing wrong. It works. It starts. It drives. The battery is doing. Everything's fine. There's gas in the car. All the more important basic essentials are working. It's just the problem is, I can pump it up with air. Just the problem is it's a hassle, and I can't be doing that all the time. So I'm really hoping that the gentleman, because I'm going back to the same place that put the tire on, and they were so kind. They were like, bring it in on Monday. We want to take our time with it. I don't, and they was very kind, You could tell when they take pride in their work, and they take kindly to the customers. Hey, come on in. We're going to help you out. There was no argument, no nothing. He goes, bring it in. The whole issue is we were trying to find a good time since it was a Monday and they were super busy. And they can only squeeze me in there. I was like, okay, I'm going to take it around. I don't know if it's the membrane of the tire, because you have the tire and then you have the rim that the tire goes on. So I don't know if it's the membrane, which is like the outside or like the inner layering of the rim. I believe that's the membrane. I don't know. I don't know much of cars. So it's either the membrane. It's either the rim itself, I've had those rims. Those rims have not been changed. They are still the original rims. When I first got it, I got that as a graduation gift. Those rims have not been changed. They are still the same rims. The only things that have changed were the tires. But the rims themselves, they have remained the same. So I don't know if this rim has finally reached its end of life, and it's just old and it needs to be replaced altogether. I don't know if the valve inside of this rim has given up. So the valve that you would, put the little air hose into it and you will pump the air in. I don't know if that has finally given up and therefore is slowly making a leak. A small leak, but it's small, but it's slow. I don't know. If that's the case, then either the valve or the whole rim itself has to be replaced. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I don't work on cars. Everything on my car, because it's from 2009, that's all I'm going to say, is original. The only things that have been replaced are the tires, the brake pads, the alternator belt? Alternator belt? Not accelerator belt. The alternator belt. I've had that replaced. Not too long ago, I had the power steering, the holes from the power steering, I had to get replaced. The spark plugs and coils had to be replaced too. And then the crankhead system, I think that's what it's called, had to be replaced because it was causing my car to stall. that got done. And then a few times I had to replace the battery because of really, really cold winters. But that's it. But knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with the alternator, the engine. Knock on wood. So far, so good. Because I take care of her. But that's it. Yeah, I thought if we replace the caps that go on the air hole, that go on the air, the valves or whatever you call it, would have fixed it. Yeah, no. So it wasn't the caps, the little caps you put onto those little air socket things, and it wasn't the tire. I thought it was the tire, and perhaps it was too small that they didn't find it the first time. No. So it's either the membrane of the rim itself, or the valve in the rim. Either or, it has to get fixed. And I'm hoping it can get fixed without any issue. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Nothing too crazy and stuff like that. Yeah, really nothing too crazy, anything like that. I did recently get a new camera that I had been coveting for quite some time. It is called the Insta360 Cam. I have seen a lot of YouTube content creators and also Instagram creators who have used that camera. That camera is around this big. Yeah, around this big. And you can attach it to a metal pendant, attach it here, or a metal clip on your hat. You can attach it. It's, kind of like a body cam, but it's not really a body cam. So I just finally got it. I had been coveting it for months. For months. And I just got it yesterday for a good price. It was close to $600 originally, but they were doing whatever sale, so it bumped it down to $489. But because they were doing their Black Friday sales, it went down to $418. Free shipping, but the taxes was $20 something. Was it 20 something? It was, I want to say $26, but I could absolutely be wrong. What was it? Because, like I said, the original price was $418. But, yeah, hang on. Somewhere. It's somewhere. Okay. It was tax. It wasn't shipping, it was tax. So, with the tax, because everything has to get taxed, was $29.27. The original price, if it wasn't to be taxed or anything, was $418. But add the taxes, and you have $447.27. Not bad. A heck of a lot better than paying close to $600. I paid about 200 something less. But yeah, so I finally got the camera that I have been coveting for months. That's coming in soon. Yeah, I got a new cassette player. You know those the Walkmans? Yeah, the portable cassette players, the Walkmans. Finally got one after all this time. And I went on Etsy and I got a cassette tape, a literal cassette tape that is legit and it does play music of Sam's Town by The Killers. And it works. I got a whole bunch of other cassettes. Yeah. I like old stuff. Vintage stuff, however you want to call it. Vintage, I don't know. But it's Friday. The weekend is finally here. I'm gonna rest after a long week. I think it's well deserved. So, yeah. You guys take care and have a good weekend.